So you want to show up on multiple social media platforms, but you're not sure how to do that without burning yourself out. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I do it for multiple platforms, and I still have that peace of mind and ease, so listen up. Before I dive into the video, I do want to share with you a special invitation to the free workshop that I'm hosting next week, February 21 to February 25. Repurpose Like a Boss 5-day workshop where I'm going to teach you this same exact process, but I'm going to walk you through pretty much step by step, hand by hand, how to do this. I'll share with you all the tools, all my secrets, all the resources, all the possible tools that I use in my business, and how you can actually create a content calendar for yourself and not only repurpose just 1 month and then disappear, but the entire strategy and how you can do that moving forward and stick to that consistently. So be sure to go ahead and check the link in the description and register. It is absolutely free, and go ahead and attend. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Jelena Ostrovska from JelenaOstrovska.com, and I create organic social media content strategies that sell for coaches, consultants, and service providers. And in this video, we're talking about pretty much my zone of genius, which is content creation and repurposing. So first of all, let me just say that you do not need to be creating fresh content and new content every single day and every single month. If you look at any big guru or leader or creator, they all repurpose content, and you do not even notice that. So you thinking that, oh my gosh, I do not know, what if my people think that I'm just like reusing my content? What if people notice? Trust me, nobody will. So the key to consistent growth and really staying in your lane is repurposing your content. So what is repurposing? Repurposing is essentially taking one long piece of content, or can be also short, and then multiplying it into multiple different platforms. So now let's go right into these steps. So the very first step is you have to have a starting point of where you're going to start your repurposing process. Ideally, I recommend to start with a video, just because it gives you so many ways to repurpose and multiply that existing video content. So generally I start with a YouTube video. This video that you're watching right now, chances are you're going to see it all over other social media platforms in multiple different formats, and you may not even realize that it's this exact video with these exact points talking about how to repurpose your regular content. Now you can also do it with a podcast, you can do it with an article, but with an article you can't really create a video. I mean, it's always easy to create a video with like you having a talking head. Article kind of keeps you limited. If you're absolutely not comfortable with video, you can go ahead with a podcast, but honestly, everything is a video these days, so buckle up and get yourself ready for videos. You're gonna thank yourself, because with all these platforms emerging, TikTok and Reels and YouTube and everything else, video is literally dominating in the last couple of years, and it's just going to continue to dominate like that. So start with a video, and then we can move on to the step number 2. Which step number 2 is you have to create an outline for your content. And usually what I do is I create several steps, which in this video, I'm literally looking at my script. So I have 6 points that are going to be shared in this video, and I keep my video scripts in ClickUp at the moment. That may change in the future. Haven't decided yet, but for now I'm staying with ClickUp. I have my entire script here. I have all the keywords that I'm trying to rank for. I have my call to actions, which I've already mentioned my call to action. Go sign up for the workshop if you're here, if you skipped through the video. But yeah, create an outline. So it doesn't have to be ClickUp. It can be Airtable, Asana, Notion, whatever document software you're going to be using, or project management tool. You can also use Google Documents and just call it a day. Now, I used to use, planners and all that kind of stuff, but the thing is, it's easier to just keep it online in a digital format, because you just log into ClickUp. This is literally what I do. I log into ClickUp and I see all the content that is in progress right now. That's either in the editing phase, in the pre-recording phase, in the post-production, post everything that's already published, and I can just easily go in there, take that outline and turn it into some Instagram carousels, right? So have that outline ready, because I'm going to share with you how you can leverage that for literally months to come. Step number 3, transcribe your video. Now, this is where the fun part starts to begin. Once you have the transcription, which you can use a service like author.ai, you can use Rev. There are so many different transcription services these days. You can even use the transcript from YouTube, but I don't think that it's as quality. Author.ai, I've actually used it a lot, and the reason why I stick with them all the time is because this is the only transcription service company besides Rev that manages to spell my name right. Okay, so that was great. So definitely use one of those. They give you the transcription, and essentially you just have the whole script, everything that you said word for word. It also kind of gives you the idea of where you're messing up, so you can kind of improve, so that's also useful. But get that transcription, and now let's move on. Step number 4 is the fun part. So now it's time to turn that transcript and that video into social media content. So the very first thing, you have to obviously decide which social media platforms you're going to want to show up on. So I'm currently on Instagram. I'm on Twitter a lot, so these are kind of my main 2 social platforms. I'm also on LinkedIn, but like a little bit less often. I'm on Facebook, also kind of a little bit less often, but I'm mostly like networking there, not necessarily, posting content, multiple times a day. And then Pinterest, so I'm starting to repurpose some of my content on Pinterest and kind of like experimenting with it. And that's about it when it comes to social media. So I generally create a Twitter thread, which threads are basically like, basically kind of like a carousel on Instagram, but in a text format, right? So we cannot really create more than 280 characters of a tweet, so we always have to break them up to deliver some good value. All the media companies are doing it, all the big brands are doing it, so if you're on Twitter, get on with it, because you're going to be able to deliver a lot of value pretty quickly. So then what you can even do with that Twitter thread, you can go on your phone, screenshot each of them, trim them, put it into Canva, and then you have the carousel for Instagram ready. You can even repurpose that carousel for LinkedIn, if you want, because that's totally an option on LinkedIn. Then if you want to go ahead and design a carousel for Instagram, you can totally do that. Honestly, you can have 2 formats of the same thing. Just post one this month, the other one posted 3 months from now. Why the heck not, right? Then you can create a LinkedIn article out of that same outline, put it up there, and it's going to get you traffic. You can even turn it into a short form content as well. So just the regular, social media LinkedIn updates. You can also turn it into a poll. If you think about it, you can ask people, hey, are you repurposing content right now? Are you repurposing your YouTube content? You can then also create an Instagram live. You can go live about the same topic. Instead of sharing all the points, just share 2 or 3 and elaborate on them and tell people, hey, if you want to learn more about this subject, I've actually published a full article or YouTube or podcast on so-and-so platform, go check it out, right? That's how you can also promote your main content hub, right? Which ideally it should be your website, but that's a story for another day. The other thing that you can do is you can turn it into an Instagram reel. And honestly, it can actually be 10 Instagram reels. So it doesn't have to be just one. You can take some pieces of this content, put it into Canva. Doesn't have to be complicated. Canva does video editing right now. So it's gonna cut it down, away, all the unnecessary stuff around me, right? And then add some text to it. You can do that in the Outside app. Doesn't have to be in Canva, because Canva is kind of not Instagram Reels editing friendly just yet, or at least as of now. And then you can create an Instagram Reel just with a little clip from your video without really changing anything, just you literally talking, and just do that. The other thing that you can do is you can put your phone and share, hey, wanted to learn how to repurpose your content like a boss? Let me share with you the key tip. That can be an Instagram Reel or a TikTok, which you can repurpose into multiple different TikToks. You can go live on TikTok if you have over 1,000 followers. So the sky is the limit, but even the sky is not the limit. The limit is not anywhere to be found, because the possibilities are absolutely endless with content repurposing. Now you can also go onto Pinterest. So you can take your Instagram carousel that you have created and resize it into a Pinterest idea pin. Okay, so idea pins are essentially, they're kind of like stories, kind of like Instagram reels, kind of like TikTok. So they can be a video, they can be a carousel, but they're all vertical. So you can do that, literally taking the same carousel and putting it up there, and then there you go. You can also create a regular static pin, which can be regular and then have it rank for years to come. That's another option. You can also create an infographic. So an infographic essentially is like, I'm going to show some here on the screen as well. Some examples. You can just like create some sort of like mind map of your like idea of your content outline. You know, like here, for example, I have 6 steps specifically for content repurposing. So I can pretty much create a map, which I probably will. So gotta follow my own advice sometimes, right? Now, the next step. So we tackled social media. The step number 5 is actually taking that video. So taking that, actually we're not done with social media just yet. So taking that script that you can even print it, right? Just for your own ease, and highlight different things inside of it. And then what you can do, if you find any of those like truth bombs, like the thing that you said that can be turned into a whole quote, right? And you can quote yourself like a freaking author. So highlight it, put it into Canva, and create as many as you can. So you can probably find at least 5. So if your video is 10-15 minutes, I bet you can find even more. So do that, and I've actually created a video on how to do that inside of Canva. The video looks like this, so go find it in my description of the video. It's a whole video on how to create quote cards on Canva. So that's going to be super useful for you. So definitely highlight those, and then you can even turn those into long form content and talk about it on your stories and so much more. Now, I do share a lot of it in details in my Repurpose Like a Boss workshop that's happening from February 21 to February 25. Definitely go grab your spot, register, and we're gonna have so much fun on it. Check the link in the description to get your free spot, and I hope to see you there next week. Now, last step but not least, then you're gonna start repurposing that content into searchable platforms. And by searchable platforms, I mean, so you already publish on YouTube, then you're gonna publish on maybe podcast, if that's gonna be your thing, or you're gonna publish on the website. And honestly, this is 2022 already, so I do recommend repurposing all of your content to your website, because if you send people over to YouTube, we all get distracted. Like, I'm always gonna end up on somebody else's video if I'm watching yours. So on the website, people are more focused, they can see your lead magnets, they can learn more about your offers, and there are just so many more opportunities for them on your website rather than outside, you know, outside of your website, like on a podcast or a YouTube channel. So there you go. That is literally the entire repurposing workflow that I use in my business. If you want to learn more, like I said, definitely go grab your spot in the workshop, and I really hope to see you there. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button if you are a new person on this channel, and hit the bell sign down below to get notified every single time there are new videos, which is every single week. And before you leave, check out these videos and go grab that spot into the workshop, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.